Welcome to today's Clash of Clans video where we are teaching you the best tip for 3-star attacks post update, something that you may have overlooked, and then we're going to focus the video around the main element that you need to be bringing into your attacks in order to get you them 3 stars. If you haven't already, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Remember, we do have the Silver Pecker statue giveaway at the end of the month for 1 lucky subscriber, and make sure to hit that notification bell. Getting into the main tip, which you might have overlooked, this is for early update success, guys. Any of you that have rushed up to Town Hall 12, you might have used the Book of Building in order to finish that, but you haven't quite upgraded all of your troops yet. As long as you have upgraded your laboratory, you can see down at the bottom on the troop bar for this one, all of the troops and spells with that blue flame. That is right, the power potion. Do not forget how strong that is for your war attacks. It will mean that you have maxed troop and spell levels for 1 hour, and you can get them from the current clan games as well. Do not underestimate it. You might have overlooked it, but if you have a super important war attack, make sure you're hitting that potion. It will give you the max troops and spells. Getting into the main tip of today's video then, and what we want to focus this around, you have a beautiful Lavaloon attack by Fog going on in the background, and I am going to focus on what I believe currently, as the meta is developing after the update, to be the most important aspect of a 3-star attack. We'll demonstrate it in the next one here as we're just quickly wrapping up, but you did get to see it. It is all surrounding the siege machines. They are amazing, guys. Remember, Town Hall 12s can cook them, and they can donate down to Town Hall 10 and above. So here it is, guys. The Battle Blimp is great. I think it's fantastic for dropping troops onto, let's say, an Eagle Artillery or an Inferno Tower, something like that. But you really need to be maximizing the use of the Wall Wrecker as part of a kill squad. You can take out a huge chunk of a base, and as you will see in this video, the attacks are Lavaloon, then we'll move on to some Town Hall 10 Hog Riders, and they basically have one thing in common: that amazing kill squad initially to come in, take out a chunk of the base. The Wall Wrecker is very much the key aspect to that, and then they can crush the rest of the base with the rest of the strategy. So here we are, just creating the funnel here. The great thing about the Wall Wrecker is you don't need to worry about a funnel. It's actually just going to beeline itself straight to the Town Hall. However, you do need to, consider it for the rest of your troops. But look at as it just powers its way forward. You're basically saving a spell here. You don't have to use the jump spell. You control the Wall Wrecker, and actually it takes out defenses very effectively as well. If there's any archer towers or something sitting on the edge of the base, the Wall Wrecker just powers through them. And look at the kill squad that we have here. Coming forward, we're actually going to get the Town Hall. We're going to press right the way forward, get out a bunch of defenses here from the early stage into them Inferno Towers as well. I mean, we've set up perfectly for the Lavaloon. There's nothing left. We're coming directly into the Wizard Towers early on so we can get them down. But at this point, it really is just circling around the base with the Lavaloon. We do exactly the same with the Hog Riders, guys. But just check it out. From the bottom of the base here, right into the middle, we've actually taken out that entire section, just left a circle around the base. I mean, the Wall Wrecker, honestly, is just amazing in terms of the value it gives you. It really is, guys. Coming into the back end here, obviously, if you're saving that jump spell, you can then use that on haste spells, on heal spells, whatever your strategy might be. Very important to get through this back end Wizard Tower. Doesn't even have to worry about back end loons for this one. And remember, this is changing meta at Town Hall 10 and 11. Make sure to share your experiences down in the comments below, but we will move on to some Town Hall 10 attacks now with the Hog Riders as this one kind of wraps up for you. But I hope this video, I really wanted to, one, make sure you guys were well aware of that tip in terms of using the power potion. It will give you a great advantage in war if you have upgraded to Town Hall 12 already. And just moving down the board here, we're actually going to look at Beatdown's attack against base number 10 here. Again, has his troops ready in order to come in, make that kill squad, and then the Hog Riders will ultimately finish off the base. Now you might see this sort of thing. Town Hall at the side of the base. Remember, Town Hall 10 and 11, you're probably going to see that more than 12, with it being a defense by itself. However, you know, the Wall Wrecker's not really going to do anything from this end of the base, is it? But it's actually going to go all the way through the base from the other end, if it gets that far. But just watch how many walls it takes down, and basically again saves you the jump spell. We have had many BoWitch attacks where we only have the one jump spell, where previously we would take 2 to 3, so it actually carves through all of the walls initially here, allowing us to get exactly what we need from our kill squad. Enemy queen, enemy CC, taking down a chunk of that base itself, including an inferno tower with, you know, them dangerous areas for giant bombs around it. And as you can see, we've then created that path where the defense targeting troops will move right the way through the base, and that is half of the kill squad, guys. It's not actually the objectives you take, it's what you can take out of the base to control their pathing. Let's just pause this for a second. Look at the damage that we've taken out from that kill squad. Not only has the Wall Wrecker busted through the walls and done just that, it's amazing at tanking, guys. It has a crazy amount of HP, and it will help you with just suicide heroes to get right in and take some objectives. From here, honestly, once you've done that, the raid is done. You really shouldn't fail on the back end of this. So many heal spells left over, so many Hog Riders in order to kind of bring in where we need to snipe them defenses at the side, keep the general flow of them moving around the base so we can actually put the heal spells on top of them, and then wrap up the raid from there. Remember, just a few troops for the cleanup is very much recommended with Hog Riders. As soon as you've got them in and taking out the defenses, they should have set off all the traps. There should be nothing in that area. Get your clean up troops in straight away, guys. I cannot stress that enough. It will help you out. The last thing you want is a time fail on these raids. Let's move on to the final attack for you then. Again, it is a Hog Rider attack, stressing the importance of the Wall Wrecker for this one, because it is, at the moment, very much the meta. Now, you guys have to understand, when Supercell put out an update like this, with so many balance changes, so many new troop and defense levels, it would be a nigh on impossible for them to visualize exactly how the meta would lie. So it is going to change, guys. Undoubtedly, there will be tweaks to the balance as we move on, but currently, right now, the Wall Wrecker is the way to go. It busts right the way through bases, again on this one, creating that funnel more to protect the Wall Wrecker a little bit as well, because again, it does have a lot of HP, but if it's taking a lot of damage, it's not wrecking walls, so you do want to protect it. And look at how it just goes in a straight line towards the Town Hall. It doesn't care about, you know, moving through the base symmetrically. It will go diagonally straight through it as well. But again, unlocking exactly the compartments we need here to get the enemy queen, enemy CC, even going to move over to that Inferno Tower again, and just unlocking the base in terms of narrowing the path for the Hog Riders. You can control exactly where they want to go, and again, just look at the damage. We're already at nigh on 40% before our kill squad even comes close to an end. And looking at this, the top half of the base is done. You can see exactly where the Hog Riders will go. That is all the power of the brand new siege machine and the Wall Wrecker. So guys, make sure, remember, it does have the clan perk in terms of upgrading levels. So if your clan is well leveled up and you have a Town Hall 12 that can donate them, remember it's the 1 gem boost as well for donation. Amazing. You will actually get a maxed level if you have all of them clan perks unlocked. And at Town Hall 10, it will bust through them walls like no other. If you are a BoWitch fan as well, like I said, any of them style attacks, I know I've concentrated on the kill squad for this one, but even the BoWitch style attacks, it will move through the base amazingly, and it will mean that you don't have to use as many jump spells. So that basically wraps it up for this one, guys. Again, I wanted to give you that big tip in terms of using the power potion, but more focus the video around the strength of the Wall Wrecker and the the kill squads and just how much I would recommend it to you. Remember, we will bring you strategy and the best recommendations here on the channel, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let me know if you enjoyed this one, but I have been your host, Judo Sloth. That wraps it up for this one. Peace out.